Ooh. Hello everybody, how's everybody today? It's cold, isn't it? Yeah, it's a cold.
26th of November.
The 26th of November.
Tomorrow will be 2 months until my birthday.
Yeah, and today is 1 month to 4 weeks or... My god. Anyway.
4 weeks.
Yeah, that's all that's left to Christmas. 4 weeks. 4 weeks to Christmas. Collapses her. Anyway, it's freezing cold here in Ireland. I must say it is bitter cold. We have the heating on and everything and it's still cold.
I'm eating
cheesy.
money.
It was going to be B.U.M chocolate, but she decided to eat it instead. So
we have a new B.U.M chocolate.
We have B.U.M chocolate anyway. Yeah, look. My beard is kind of growing kind of funny. There's a little bit of a gap there, isn't there?
Yeah.
A little bit of a gap there. Must have to bit of a trimming and things. But anyway, it's Monday. Yep, it's Monday, so it's time for our bench update.
It's 50. It's 15:49 too.
Yeah, come into the camera. You're not. There you, oh my God! Get out of the camera! Get out of the camera! What are you showing you? Anyway, lads, hope you all had a lovely week. I got plenty done on the Kawanishi N1J, N1K2J Shodenkai George. I did a bit of like, it may be not much to look at, but believe me, there is quite a lot of work in it because lots of sanding, and I'll explain as I go on. Plus, I've been watching a couple of videos on the old YouTube, and there's some very good reference videos. Usually, when I get a kit, I go onto YouTube, type in what the kit is, and you get some nice whether people have built it before, done unboxings before, things like that. And you'll also get some nice little documentaries on the actual, the real McCoy, the real one. And I did a couple of searches on this thing, the Shodenkai, and I found out that I'm the only one who's done anything on the 1/32 scale Hasegawa one. So hey for John, but
the first one. I'm gonna give you some fun toys.
Yeah, but there's some very good documentaries on it, and the Shodenkai is basically, it was the initial one came out, the Kawanishi N1K1 Shoden.
Oh yeah.
And the problems, they used inferior metals and things in it and stuff.
How do you
and
know
it was a total
all this?
fail because I watched documentaries. I'm telling people, and it was a total. There was loads of things in it that were sent potential to be an excellent airplane. So they changed a few bits and pieces to it, and they came up with the N1K2 and Shodenkai. And Kai apparently means improved. Okay, so it's the improved. Yeah, so it's the improved Shoden. So it's the Shodenkai. So that's where the Shodenkai comes in anyway. And you know, and I'm picking up a few bits and pieces on my aircraft terminology, like wing root and horizontal stabilizers. And
I like horizontal.
Yeah, horizontal stabilizers.
Lay down with the sea, stand up with the sea.
So
I like laying down.
Yeah, and messing around and just general giddiness.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. You should see her in the mornings. Mental. Fresh air
Waiting
hits
for the
her,
bus.
and when we're wait outside the door when we're waiting for the bus, she goes into her mad half hour. So anyway, lads, let's
you see me when I'm with my friends.
Yeah. So let's go down to the bench. We'll have a look at what I've gotten done, and then we'll come back for the usual B.U.M chocolate and B.U.M fruit. Okay, so down to the bench. Here we go. Right, so here we go. Right, so here we go. Here we are. As you can see, we're at the bench, and it's quite busy. Quite busy bench. We've got bits of pee everywhere, and we've got our main body of it anyway. So nice.
George.
Yep, George is together.
Yay!
We've got our horizontal stabilizers on. Cockpit is in. We've got our wings on.
The back, bottom.
Got all the joins all cleaned up and everything else, so that you can't even see where the join was. You can barely make out where the join was.
Yeah.
Really nicely finished off. So yeah. I'm quite happy with how I've succeeded with that anyway.
I like it. I'm not telling you to do anything. I love it.
Working away, and I've got the engine done.
I love this. It's so pretty.
No, it gives an absolutely beautiful engine.
It does.
Right? Painted up, it would be gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. If you could see it. Yeah, and I'll explain to you now. And I'm in two minds whether to paint it or not.
Because you won't be able to see it.
Yeah.
So what's the point of painting it?
Exactly. Well said, Abs. Well said. Because right, we'll just do a kind of a dry assembly here. It won't stay on, but we've kind of have to hold it in position, right?
I'll help.
So the engine fits on there like that, right? Then we've got this piece here, this cowling piece. Now there's a few bits and pieces more to be added onto that, right? That goes on over that like that. So it completely covers our engine, right? Now there's some shrouds and some cowling to go on here. So they cover up 80%, 90% of that. So that'll be kind of covered up there. And all you get to see is the exhausts sticking out. So
and there's also this that goes on the front.
You're not going to get to flip and see the engine. Right? Oh. So we got our propeller. Propeller then on the front. Spinny propeller, because it uses a little...
what's it called?
Yeah, what are they called? The black yolks? You remember? Here we have some here. Oh,
told you.
Oh, careful.
I'll get that. I have small hands.
These are the little things here. Polycaps.
Ah.
Polycaps. Yes, we use polycaps.
I'm gonna have to go
so we can spin. You have to be very careful now, because I don't roll over it.
Oh, here it is.
Well done. That's our nose cone. Okay.
That's my job.
Oh, there's a nose cone on the jets. I wonder if that's still called a nose cone when it comes to sort of the propeller cover. I do not know. Anyway, right. So that all fits up there. So you won't get to see bloody engine.
So what's the point of doing it?
So what is the point in doing it? Now, if it was just that like that, and you could see in there without those covers on it, then yeah, okay, you could paint it up then, all right.
But paint would get, but like water would go in it if it was live, so like obviously you would do that.
So, to be quite honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to paint it or not, because even if I did paint it beforehand, it's going to be very awkward to kind of get it masked off with these. And you'd have to go kind of touch it in afterwards. So what I might do is I might just sort of skip the actual painting of the engine.
Does it tell you to paint the engine?
It does. Well, it gives you the colour call-outs for the engine if you want to paint it.
Well, how? Like you put all your work into painting it and then you can't even see it.
I mean, I suppose you could sort of, if you wanted to kind of have it, say, on the ground, and you were doing a diorama with mechanics working on it, you could have it there, all right. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you even look at the front of that, you'll see there's P and everything in there.
What's the point of having
the P's there for the wiring onto the cylinders, onto the spark plugs.
Maybe you
the
should
cylinders.
just make it like people working on it then.
Yeah, well, then I'd have to go off and get figures and do a base and the whole thing, and the size of it is quite massive. So
for a kit, like.
Yeah. No, it gives you the option if you want to do that, and I'm not going to go down that road. So therefore, I don't see the point in painting the engine. So I'm not going to paint.
If you can.
I'm not going to paint the engine just as an exercise in painting. I don't need an exercise in painting. So I'm going to go ahead anyway, and I'm going to get it all assembled and then paint afterwards. So therefore, I won't be painting the engine. So.
It happens.
Which is a pity, because, like I said, it is a beautiful engine. A pity that there isn't, say, when you were building it like that, that you didn't sort of put these panels on, and you could have them kind of open flap or something like that. You know how they actually get into the engine. You could do it that way, but it comes as one piece, so you know that option isn't there. So that's about as far as I've gotten with that, and it's taken some time because. Especially when it comes to, say, joining the two sides. You join the two sides. You leave it overnight to sit. Then you do a little bit of filling. Then you leave the filling overnight to sit. And then you can sand it. And then that's 3 exactly. That's 3 days gone. So if you sort of after sanding you find another little bit of filler needed here, another little bit of filler needed there, you fill them. So then you got to wait till the following day again. So
that's 4 days.
Yeah, so it could take 4 or 5 days in just gluing and putting pieces together, and all you've got is 2 pieces together. unlike armour, where you can kind of cover them up with a bit of dirt and grime and God knows what else. Excuse me. With airplanes, they're a little bit cleaner. Now I will be doing a bit of weathering on this, and quite a nice bit of weathering on it. I've seen some nice pictures, and I want to kind of go down that line. I won't give anything away yet, but it gives away a lot of the aluminium underneath, because it's an aluminium airplane. But it's a technique I like, and I followed a couple of videos on how to do it. So we're moving along nicely. We're getting there, slowly but surely. And like I said, I'm going up and doing a little bit in the evening, and then watching a couple of videos and things. So I'm not.
See, like, oh yeah, that'll be good. So I'm gonna add that in case.
Yeah. So it's getting there. It's getting there slowly but surely. But there isn't. I mean, all the main heavy bits are done.
Yeah.
If I'd followed instructions, I'd have the machine guns on and all, and the pitot tube in there. They'd all be on. And knowing me and the way I handle things while I'm working on them, they'd all be broken off by now.
So
yeah.
Do it.
So it's a case of do all them when I'm finished all that. So the next step for me now is I'm going to get the engine fitted. The front cowling, engine cowling. The little bits of there's a couple of more little bits to go onto the side of that. Hold on a second now, I can show you. Okay. There we go. There's some extra bits to go onto the side of that. You can see, it's going to cover up most of the bloody holes. So you're not going to get to see any part of the engine at all. So I don't see the point in painting it. So that's it, lads. I'm going to get carried on, and I'm going to carry on with that now this evening. Get another bit done on that. Hopefully get the engine fitted, front cowling fitted, and start work on the flaps. Now there is a way of having the flaps open. It looks a little bit complicated.
Really?
It's where you got the kind of the flaps. They're open, sort of like. There we go. They're open like that. And it looked pretty nice. So I'll have a look at it, play around with it, decide, whether I'll have them open or closed.
What do you think would look better?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm going to play around with it. I'm not going to kind of glue it all together yet.
Yeah,
and
you're just going to see how it goes.
Yeah, put it together, play with it, and see. Right, do I want it that way or do I want it the other way?
Yeah.
Then we've got the wheels to go on. There's loads of other little bits and pieces that I've left off because I didn't want to go breaking them off, and just in handling, you could end up breaking off little bits and pieces. So it's getting there, slowly but surely. It's getting there. One thing I did want to show, got another little present during the week.
Oh yeah!
A second, not in here. There we go. There it is.
Oh yeah!
From Larry. Larry usually sends me chocolate.
Larry the lorry.
Yeah.
Larry the
lorry man. But Larry usually sends me chocolate. He sent me some lovely green and blacks chocolate there recently. He sent me a lovely the selection box of green and blacks.
Huge one.
That was absolutely beautiful. And but Larry's after sending me on a kit or two. Yep. Yeah, he's after sending me on this, which is the German 135th scale German military fuel drum set. Okay, which military is dead handy to have all fuel drums and things. Always dead handy in dioramas and putting into the back of trucks. And speaking of trucks, there we go.
He gave you a truck.
He gave me a truck, a lovely truck, a US 2.5 ton.
Did you put some of these in the side set?
Yes, I could. A US 2.5 ton 6x6 cargo truck.
It comes with one.
Yeah, you see, they're American jerry cans, and these are the German jerry cans.
What's the difference?
Well, if you look at the American one, see, it's got an X,
a
straight X, whereas the German ones
have a kind of a square.
A square and things coming off them. Yeah, that's really the only difference. They're basically the same shape, but the fuel drums would be the same. The big fuel drums, they'd be the same. So I could put a couple of fuel drums in the back. You do get some fuel drums here.
Bags?
I don't know. I haven't really been through it yet, but I do have. I do have loads of little bits of stowage and things. Yeah. You could make sort of wooden little boxes, put a tarps over the back of them. So it's very, very nice. And these 2.5 ton trucks, or deuce and a half as they're known as. Yep.
6 times 6.
Deuce and a half.
Is it 6 times 6?
Yeah, it's a 6x6 cargo truck. In other words, it's a 6-wheel drive.
Oh!
So
What scale is it?
It's 1/35th scale. Yeah, 1/35th scale.
1/35th scale.
1/35th scale.
And these 1/35th scale.
Kit number 218. So I'll be starting that pretty soon. It won't be my next kit. My next kit, I'm doing a Panther. A Panther tank.
Really?
Yeah, it's in there.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be my next one, and then you never know, I might do that. So that's it for my update for this week. Stay tuned to the channel for future updates, and don't forget our bum on a Monday. Yes, we have our bum here every Monday. Myself and Abs. As soon as Abs comes back from school, we do a bum. Yeah.
Sometimes after homework.
Yeah, after your homework, we do the bum. So we'll bring the camera back up to myself and Abby, and we'll finish off the bum, and we'll do the bum chocolate and the bum fruit. Right, so that was it. That was our my update.
That much?
On the wingy thing.
Wingy thingy.
Yes,
and the twisty thing. It's called a propeller. This is what I refer to as a twisty thing.
That's the twisty thing.
And
that's the fly thing, and we've got some shooty things to go onto it as well.
Shooty!
Yes, and then at the bottom of it, then we'll have some roly things.
Roly.
So we can roly it. No.
Roll. Will they be movable or not?
I don't know. I haven't got to that stage yet. I mean, it does have I do have another 3 of these polycaps left. Now, whether we used one on that, that's a question I can answer for you very, very fast, because it's in here. No, they will not be wheelie. It'll be stationary-ationary.
It'll just be stuck there like, I don't want to move.
I don't want to move.
Happen now.
Some people go off and they get the resin wheels, and they've got the little. Do you remember when I did the half track?
Yeah.
Do you remember the wheels in the bottom of the half track? They were kind of they were kind of flat at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can buy resin wheels for airplanes, and they've got that little flat bit at the bottom. I'm not going to bother.
Might as well.
So anyway, lads, that's it. Like I said, for the update. Don't forget to stay tuned to the channel for further updates on the.
Fluffy.
On George.
The screen went Fluffy.
What's got Fluffy?
Fuzzy, I call it Fluffy.
Oh yeah. In and out of focus. That's you jumping around the place like a lunatic. The camera's trying to focus in on you. So anyway, lads, that's it. All we've got left to do is the bum fruit and the bum chocolate. I go first, so because I've been ordered to go first, because Abby wants to go second.
Because you saved the best for last.
Oh yeah, I always save the best for last. So I've been put in charge of fruit this week. Yes. And this week's fruit, we've had it many a time, because I don't have a big selection of fruit. So I don't go for the big selection of fruit.
No, we don't go to it. There's not a lot of fruit in Adamsey now.
No, but still and all, though, there's always fruit. We always have fruit in the house, but it's usual apples, oranges, bananas, the normal fruits. I don't go into a big array of fruits, and these are my favourites. These little.
I like oranges, but they're a little bit too little.
I love these little
and
ones.
They're very sour.
The little easy peelers. Some people call them satsumas, mandarins.
My school calls them satsumas.
Yeah. Well, they're
an easy peeler.
An easy peeler.
It's so small. It's like a little baby orange.
Absolutely.
It's a baby orange.
Yeah, baby
so
orange.
Cute.
And
Hi.
segmented.
And it talks. And now it talks. More. What's the bum chocolate? Well, we can answer that question right now.
So, while John is having his fruit, Abby's going to tell us all about the bum chocolate.
Maltese. I love Maltesers.
Have a bit of fruit.
Okay.
So.
That's sour.
It's not sour. They're lovely.
You can have that.
Pip.
But,
Pippity pip. So anyway, lads.
my friend eats the pips.
We'll go on an orange tree in his stomach.
Her.
Oh, right. So anyway, that's it for this week's B.U.M. Abby's got her Maltesers.
I love Maltesers.
I've got my little orange.
Do you know what I like to do? But off the
chocolate
first, and then
do the honeycomb bit, and then
when you look into it, there's all these like bubbles.
Yeah, honeycomb.
Then I like honeycomb.
Okay, so that's it, lads. Again, John has said that. How many times have I said so? That's it.
1 million.
1 million. So anyway, I said it again now. That's it. We'll catch you next week. Stay safe. In the meantime, don't forget.
Go out, buy yourself a Malteser. Sorry. Go out, buy yourself a kit, build it and enjoy it, and also buy yourself Maltesers. Not sponsored.
So it's bye from me and bye from her. Catch you next week, lads. Stay safe and be nice to one another. Enjoy your modelling.